I'm thugging it.
Who dares to disrupt my coronation?
Coronation, Starscream! This is bad comedy.
Megatron! Decepticons! I am your true leader now, and I order you to attack Megatron! Now!
What's going on, everybody? Real quick, I want to get into this first impressions of Transformer Rise of the Darkspark. Before I get into the first impression, I just want to let you guys know why the review is not up and why this is up instead. The review is coming in, it's going to be up, but right now I'm putting up the first impression to give you guys a warning on whether or not you should buy the game, rent the game, skip the pre-order, or not even purchase it. I also don't want to put the review up before the release date, and break the embargo, because Activision has a thing for people breaking embargoes and going after the videos and taking them down and putting strikes on channels. So I don't want to go through that problem. So the review will be up on Tuesday or Monday midnight as usual, like I do with all AAA titles. Now, real fast, let's get into this. My first impression of Transformer Rise of the Darkspark, it's a simple thing. I mean, if you played any of the other 3 Transformer games, then you're going to know what this game is about, know what this game is like. The last Transformer game was pretty dope. I actually enjoyed it and liked it. It had a scene that I really, really liked a lot from the original G1 Transformer series. I'm a big, huge fan of Transformers. I grew up, it was my favorite thing to watch. It was my favorite everything. Transformers was like my #1 thing. So, I'm one of those people that when I judge this game, I'm judging it from the standpoint of being a fan. And that's usually why I review most games. I review them as a fan of the product, or because I had expectations for the product. So I review it to warn people on whether or not it lives up to it or not. So now that you guys know that, let's get into my first impression completely. Being a fan of the original Transformer series, when I played this game, I felt like it was a lot there. It was good. I enjoyed a lot of what they did. I didn't get a chance to play online, but I did play the escalation mode. And I'm thinking about doing a Let's Play and putting all the footage up since I played halfway through the game at this point. I feel like the graphics in this game were slightly worse than the graphics in the previous game. I don't understand why the textures look like that, but I come to believe that this was done to make you purposely want to get the next generation version of the game. They seem like they took the texture quality down. Graphically, the game is good, but textures look rendered poorly on Xbox 360 and PS3. So if you have the Xbox 360 or the PS3 version of this game, I advise you get the next gen version or the PC version and totally skip this version. The difference in gigabytes is 2 gigabytes. Now, I believe those 2 gigabytes are going to be sound and textures. I believe they enhanced the sound and textures, because I noticed when I was playing this on Xbox, it had like a texture issue, but it actually seemed slightly better than PS3. And when I played it on PS3, I noticed that there was a couple of sound issues that were not bad. It wasn't going to make me not play the game any less, but it just was like, you know, if you got a high-end system or you got a sound system playing this game, it's not going to sound that great as most other AAA games would. Now, would it deter you from getting it? No. By all means, don't let that stop you. Now, let's get into further details. The Transformers in this game that they used, they brought original Transformers in and brought some that you knew from before. I really liked playing with Soundwave, Shockwave, and Starscream in this version. It was really dope. The eject feature that Soundwave had in the cartoons and in the comic books and in the TV shows, he has that in the game, and that's pretty dope. There's missions where you'll need to eject Rumble and, you know, help you do things. I won't spoil it, but bottom line is it's pretty dope what they did. I like how they put everything together. I enjoyed that. The Autobot side of things, you know, I enjoyed that everybody has special features in this game. The Autobots and Decepticons is pretty much the same story and struggle. I'll get into that in more detail in the review, as I like to do. I'll get into more detail about the graphics in the review, as I like to do. And I'll get into the control schemes and what they added and what they needed to put and things like that. As far as the first impression goes, I think the game is a solid title. It's very good. It's enjoyable. But let's get into the nitty gritty, right? Should you buy it? Should you rent it? Should you pre-order it? For the people who pre-ordered this game, I suggest you don't pre-order it, rather rent it. Now, the reason I'm saying that is this is the perspective. Now, this is my unbiased opinion here. If you are not a fan of Transformers, you may not like this title because quality-wise, it's a decent title at best. It's not one of those great titles that you pay $60 for and you really, really enjoy it. Like Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a game that did fan service. Transformers is a fan service type of game. If you are a fan of Transformers, then yes, you should get the game. You should pre-order it and get any bonuses you can. If you're like me, you're going to enjoy it because they do live up to the whole theme of you being a robot trying to save the Earth or conquer the Earth or trying to restore Cybertron or take Cybertron. You know, there's two spins to the story in this game. The battle for Earth and the battle to get Cybertron. So, you know, right now this version takes place before Cybertron was actually destroyed in the original Transformers. They were on Earth because Cybertron was power. And this one, Cybertron is still alive and well, but it's losing power and they're struggling to take over. So I like that too because this is like a prequel to the Transformers I grew up watching. So once again, as a fan of Transformers, this is a great title. Yes, you should buy it. If you're not really a fan and you just want something to play, then maybe you should rent the game because it's still a good game and it's enjoyable. I haven't got to play the multiplayer, so that even leaves more to be desired as far as anticipation and hope and something with more content. The last multiplayer Transformer game I played, I actually did enjoy it. So I'm assuming that from the story mode perspective and content that I did play, that this game was worth getting. I'm going to tell you more about all of this other stuff in the review, like I said. But for now, with my first impression, I enjoyed it. I played halfway through, and then I stopped because I wanted to let you guys know whether you should get the game or not. That's why you see this footage playing over that footage. So my first impression is only if you're a fan of Transformers, get it. If you're not a fan and don't know anything about it, maybe you should rent the game. Should you check the game out? Of course you should. It's Transformers. Why shouldn't you? The movie's coming out. You know how when a movie's coming out, you get a little pumped. So you might want to pick up the control and play. This is one of those type of games. The Transformers that they decided to use, Optimus Prime, Galvatron, Megatron, Unicron, just the whole story, everything that's going on. I like it a lot. I like what they did. Fan service wise, I'm happy. I think you guys should enjoy it as well. Let me know in the comment section below if you're going to pre-order this game and pick it up. If you're going to rent this game or buy it. I really want to know how you guys felt about Transformers. And how, you know, are you going to go watch the movie as well? And should I do a review on the movie as well? I don't know. Let me know. I know me and my son are definitely going to go watch it when it comes out next week. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is my first impression. This is what I thought. And this is Jimmy and I Be Gaming. And I'm out. Have a good day.